What's going on? We got a tight one today in Atlanta. Definitely got some things that we're going to talk about today about what's been happening in the first half. Y'all sit back, relax. We got you covered. Let's go. BirdCage. Well, after an exciting first half of just being bored, pretty much, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about these birds and what's been happening today. Man, all I can say is the defense is giving us an opportunity. The offense keeps shooting themselves in the foot. As you can see, I'm just rubbing the hell out of my head right now because all you can do is just say, wow. How do you put yourself in this hard spot right now? You have a chance to go up in this ball game. You have a chance to score points, and you still hold yourself with dumb penalties, holding penalties. But some of this stuff is really, let's just be honest, a lot of this stuff is on these damn receivers in this point. The offensive line has been inconsistent, period. Been saying this since the beginning of the season. Kirk has had no time today. Hell of a catch by Kyle Pitts to set us up, and we piss away the field position. Think about it. We had two opportunities in the red zone, well, three opportunities in the red zone today to score points. And I'm not talking about field goals. I'm talking about scoring touchdowns. We put ourselves in a horrible spot. You're inside the red zone against a top defense. You're giving them all you can handle. All you can handle. And you literally shoot yourself in the foot. At this point, you got to use Pitts. Pitts has been killing it today because he's had, like I said, he's had crucial moments in this ball game where he's putting it up. Kirk has only got 77 yards passing, averaging only 5 yards an attempt. Darnold's not doing too well either in the passing game. This is a running game. Bijan Robinson, 13 carries for 60 yards. He's averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Longest is 11 yards. It's tough sledding today. If you see the mismatch, it's Kyle Pitts today. Period. We should be up right now 14-6. Should be an 8-point ball game. But again, this is what happens in leadership. We chose to go for it on the fourth down, and we came up snake eyes. At this point, because of how abysmal this team is, you've got to get points. The other thing that killed us was the fact that we had a field goal block. We should be up 9-3 right now as well. We had a field goal block. Piss poor on the special teams unit. This falls back on Marquise Williams. At this point, when are we going to start holding this man accountable? We talk about special teams, but we're seeing the lack thereof. Right now, we should be up on Seattle, but they're playing with their food at this point. They're playing with their food, and when I say their food, it's us. Our offense has been able to move the ball somewhat, but the problem with this is that we've been in the red zone a few times and we can't convert. So many issues. But how do you continue to put yourself in a position to where you're going to have opportunities? Because this Seattle team in the second half is going to make their adjustments. They're not going to give you anything. You have to take it. Truthfully, should have 21 points on the board, not 14, 21 points on the board. You should. And you don't. And you're seeing the effects of us having a mediocre offense. This defense is giving us everything they can right now. Everything they can. But our offense at this point is so abysmal. As you can see, my eyes are a little heavy. They're putting me to sleep. And I don't get it. You have all these weapons. Drake is out today. The catch from Mooney, we got hosed. Period. He established himself. Dave Archer talked about it on the radio, but the Seahawks have just been toying with us. But the defense is flying around. We created a turnover. Mike Hughes gets a pick. Thanks to AJ. We're playing good, solid football on defense. Offense right now just looks awful. It looks like they've never played. You got to play to win the game. And at this point, how are you going to try to win the game when you can't put points on the board? But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of the team as a whole and not just individual stats at this point. So when we speak on the team, the first downs, Atlanta's even. It's 7-7. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to pull this up for you guys. I apologize. I'm sitting here going off of that, but I'm supposed to pull that up for you guys. So please forgive me for leaving that out. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you guys, and we're going to go ahead and show you what's been going on with this Falcons offense and really with the team in general. So I'm going to come down here to the bottom so you can see it a little bit better. So with the Falcons offense at this point, 7 first downs to Seattle, 7 first downs. We're pretty even on that. We have 3 rushing first downs to their 2. We have 4 rushing first downs, we have 3 passing first downs. They have 2 passing first downs, and then they have 3 rushing first downs. So they technically have only earned 5 first downs through drives. Now, they've got 2 first downs through penalties. That's the reason why they have 7. 2 of those came from foolish penalties. Now, third down efficiency, we're both bad. They're 2 out of 7. We're 1 out of 7. It's bad all the way around. And then on the fourth down efficiency, we're 1 for 1. Got 1, didn't get 1. We've had a total of 32 plays today to their 26. We have 151 total yards to their 111. We've had 5 drives apiece. We're averaging 4.7 yards per play. They're averaging 4.3 yards a play. And, we have 77 in passing. They have 54. 7 out of 14 for us in passing and completing. 9 out of 15. So right now it's an evenly matched, terrible football game. They have the better record, but they're playing sleepwalk. They're sleepwalking technically. This game is, how can I put it? It's just boring. I don't ever say that, but I got to have a Charles Barkley moment. This game is terrible. It's boring as hell. And at this point, what can you do? Can we survive the next half? Can we win this game? Can we get in the end zone? That has yet to be proven. So until we can get in the end zone, you got to sit back and just wonder, when is the defense going to get tired? When are they going to break? Because eventually, if your offense can't do anything, your defense is on the field too long. They get tired. Now, the way that you win this ball game, use Kyle Pitts, use Charlie Warner. They're planning for Bijan Robinson. They're planning to be there. If he goes to the bathroom, somebody's gonna flush the toilet for him. That's just the best way to describe it. If he goes to the kitchen to get a snack, somebody's gonna be right there to turn the light on for him. But you have to stick with your bread and butter. You can't put yourself in a position to where you're going to get hosed. You can't. This is a winnable game. But can the Falcons win it? That is the big question. Can they win this game? Because if they can't win this game, then you need to start having serious questions at this point. It's a lot of questions that are going to be asked this season. But our defense is getting tired. Our defense is going to get tired for being on the field too long. Offense, you got to sustain drives a little bit better. Got to be able to hold up on your blocks. You can't continue to keep shooting yourself in the foot. You can't. Because if you shoot yourself in the foot, you're going to kill momentum, which you've done in this ball game, because half of us are half asleep. Outside of the momentum that you kill, you also put yourself in a position to where the team is going to struggle with finding a rhythm for the rest of the game. Kadero Hodge has only been on special teams today. I'm trying to figure out why the hell aren't you using him in this passing game? You got 2 receivers that just really aren't good. I'm sorry. Stills and number 83. I pass. Play Kadero Hodge. Play Chris Blair. You're at home. You have these guys on this roster for a reason. You don't just keep them here for special teams. You actually need to play these guys because they can play. But again, we continue to keep shooting ourselves in the foot with piss poor decisions. But this is what happens when you have a coach that I would say common sense technically just doesn't follow this man. So all we can say at this point, we got to win the turnover ratio, got to create more turnovers, got to continue to keep the pressure on their offense. We cannot let them get comfortable like we did before the half because they were able to generate points. We have to tackle a little bit better. We can't put ourselves in a spot to where we give it up because the offense ain't going to do anything. We just need the offense just to hold them. Just hold them. Let your kicker win this game at this point because you are allergic to the end zone today. Hell, I'm not saying it because I'm not a Gonzalez fan like that, but hell, at least Gonzalez is contributing and putting points up. That block wasn't on him. Was not on him. So we have too many issues that we got to sort through. But today is winnable. The Seahawks are very beatable today, as long as our team plays on all four cylinders. I mean, all three facets of the game, really, and AKA all four cylinders. But we don't see it. We don't see the continuity. We see too much confusion. We see a lot of mental mistakes. When we get big plays, when we've gotten 3 big plays today, they've come back because of holding calls. Now, the referee crew that's here, they are notorious for calling holds. They look for it. So what we have to do is become more disciplined, put ourselves in a position to not just win this ball game, put ourselves in a position to where we win this game, but we do it, we get through it, and move on to next week. Because right now we're playing for pride. And I don't know how much of that pride these guys have at this point. Defense has it, but I can't say about my offense. Offense looks a little slow to me. But anywho, you know how we get down. Hopefully we don't have a benediction show today, but if we do, we're prepared for it. And we're also prepared for us to win today. So we got to make sure that we get in a position to win and at least look decent ending the season. Because the games that we were supposed to win that we lost, it put us in a bad spot. So second half coming up, y'all be blessed, y'all be easy. As you can see, StreamYard is StreamYard. And so we'll catch you for the party line or benediction post-game show. We'll catch you then. Ghost.